Welcome to Larry's Library. This week, I got another book in my all-time favorite format, and that's the Marvel Gallery Edition. Yep, this time I've got Daredevil Yellow, the Gallery Edition. So, of course, this is from Marvel. The Gallery Edition, if you're not familiar, go back and look at some of my other Marvel Gallery Edition reviews. I will definitely link those above. These are very affordable for their size, but they are actually, I think they're a little bit larger than an absolute. It's a crazy, awesome, perfect format in my view. I love it. So this one is 168 pages. The MSRP on it is $50, but as I like to say, don't be a chump. Don't pay $50 for this. Although it is worth $50, spoiler. You can get it for, I think it's $31 right now on InStockTrades.com. Now I am a few weeks ahead on these review videos, so hopefully it hasn't sold out in between the time I'm shooting this and the time I post it up. So if I schedule it out, that is. So this is written by Jeph Loeb, and he's working with his partner Tim Sale, the wonderful artist who left this world way too early, but he left a legacy of great artwork, and Marvel is kicking them out in Gallery Edition, a lot of them. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go back and look at my review of Spider-Man Blue. And this is similar in tone in that it's a really heartfelt story that takes place sort of between issues. Now, what I mean by that is, instead of doing an out-and-out retcon of events that had already happened, here Jeph Loeb very deftly, very skillfully tells a story that doesn't really violate any continuity, I don't think. And it takes place back in time, the majority of it, to when Daredevil, Matt Murdock, first met Karen Page. And so when I say he's telling a story between the issues, meaning he's giving you some detail of events that happened and ways that they happened that can easily fit in continuity, just in between stuff that we already know of the Daredevil lore. And it is just, it's awesome. It is really good. And it's told in a similar format to Spider-Man Blue also, in that this is narrated by Matt Murdock. The motif here is he's writing a letter to Karen Page, and he's doing it after she's already gone. He's doing it as a form of therapy for his own self to deal with the loss of Karen Page and the memories he has of her and of the events surrounding when they got together and all of that. It's awesome. It's a very emotional tale. And even if it does violate a little bit of continuity, let's say, it's easily explained because this is a man remembering and then retelling those events as he's writing as he's writing a letter to Karen Page after her death. And it is really awesome because, human memory sucks. It's really bad. And as the years go by, it gets even worse. So it makes sense that, we may have the established lore tell us that this happened and this happened and this happened in this sequence. But here you're getting a different angle. You're getting a different view because you're getting his memory. And it's great. Yeah, like I said, it's really heartfelt. The art is fantastic. This is Tim Sale, possibly at his finest. Now, I'm a new Tim Sale fanboy. I didn't get this stuff when it came out. I heard about it for a very long time, but I had never had the pleasure of reading it until now. And I really love it. When I first seen his art, just looking at, not reading a story, but looking at samples, I thought, it's a little sparse and cartoony for me. But you can't always judge it that way. You have to read some of this stuff to really get a feel for the artist. And man, it is so awesome. So much unexpected detail is in these pages, and so much emotion. And in this one, he's using a little bit different technique than he did in Spider-Man Blue. There's a lot of ink wash going on here, where he actually dilutes the ink and applies it. So you get varying tones of grays and blacks, and it's awesome. I wish I had better words to describe it, but hopefully the choices I'm making for the scans here to show you what's going on in this art is telling the story better than I can tell it in words. Another great thing about this one is Jeph Loeb is a genius, and I do think he's an underrated genius perhaps, but he figures out a way to explain why Daredevil's initial costume is yellow. You know, that horrid yellow and red color scheme. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you look back at this very early first few issues of Daredevil, he had red on the torso part, but the legs and arms were this garish yellow, and it was just terrible. The combo didn't work at all, and all these years later, a lot of us fans, especially the older fans, are wondering, well, what the hell were they thinking there? You know, that's such a terrible combination. And then a few issues into the series, they just changed it to all red, and it's much better. Works so much better. But well, from what I understand, and reading the intro by Jeph Loeb, I believe it's Jeph. Yeah, Jeph Loeb writes the intro. There was never any explanation given story-wise why it went from yellow and red to just red. They just did it and never went back to the yellow ever again. So that was the end of that noise. And then we had the more familiar all red suit that we're used to. Well, Jeph Loeb thought of a reason for that, a story reason. I'm not going to give it away here because it's a cool plot point. And we even get to see why it goes to all red. He explains that too, which was never explained in the original series. So that's pretty cool. And most ingenious is what it is. Jeph Loeb, good job. Yeah. But as great as the story is, and it is great, like I said, the art is even better. It is just wonderful. And yeah, like I said, it's an emotional tale. And if you're a Daredevil fan, yeah, you're going to love this. And if you already have it in a smaller format, it might be worth it to you to pick this up just to get the more upscale art because it deserves it. It's wonderful. Yeah, I love this, and I really can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be a 10. This is 10 out of 10 for me quite easily. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and I will see you next time.